to work with, too. Most people, I laugh. They're like, where's Rochester? When I go south of Kokomo, it's like, where's Rochester? It's like, are you serious? I've been coming here since I was 8 years old,
Sure.
so to me, it's like, how can you not know where
Sure.
Rochester is? But my biggest thing in all this, Dave, that I'm trying to do, and it is not about me, and it's not about us as a staff, it's really about the kids. And I want these kids to have a successful year. They struggled last year. They had kids that came right out of, 8th grade having to play.
Yeah.
I want these kids to enjoy the game again this year, and I want them to have a successful year, and it's not just wins and losses. I want them to have fun, and I want us to progress. And that's really what we're pushing.
Lisa, I've coached for a long time, and I've realized that the biggest thing a coach can do is have the kids buy in. Are we there?
Absolutely. They are all ears. When we speak, they are all ears. I don't have the issues of people interrupting or people, being disrespectful or, honestly, take it a step further, people not remembering what we're trying to do. They are working at it. They have playbooks. They're highlighting their position. They're spending the time like we would expect them to. And I don't know it any other way. That's who I am. And these kids, I've never apologized for it, and I've told them that I'm going to push them, and I've told them that we're going to get out of them more than they think they can give us. And that's not just about running. It's really about being productive and efficient on a basketball court. So
Your November schedule is brutal. It's crazy. I understand you put a team on the floor, you want to win every game. But realistically, Lisa, what are the goals in November?
The goals in November, I think, are to get a lot, get minutes for a lot of kids. Take wins and losses away for a second and try to grow kids. So that when it comes December and January and especially February, we can go as deep in our bench as we can go. Because the deeper that we can go, the further we can go. And I think that's key.
Sure.
And I don't think we're real deep right yet.
Right.
I'm just trying to give kids confidence and give them minutes. And we have some kids that are, I call them swingers, but, where they're JV varsity. I've told them, you have to dominate JV before you're going to see a lot of minutes in varsity. And I think having that as a goal for them, is good individually. As a team, I want to be able to empty the playbook by December. I want to be able to, I want them to be able to not be scoutable. I want them to be able to flow and play basketball, not a bunch of sets. We have them. We can do a lot of quick hitters, but I want them to do more where they're just flowing with the game and they're creating on their own and they're making decisions on their own. I'm wild and crazy and yelling from the sideline because I just am cheerleading them and encouraging them to do details, but I want them to be doing it all.
Last Saturday we go to Oak Hill. I wasn't sure what we were going to get. We've got a brand new coach with a brand new system and a lot of the same kids, but you're going in and playing what could be the Class 2A state champs this year, in all honesty. And as we walk off the floor and as we travel home, I think I was pleasantly surprised with what I saw.
Well, thank you. I think I was surprised, but not, I kind of knew that I thought we could compete. I did not expect us, and people are already talking about that. But, and Coach Law, I've known of him for a long time, not known him personally, but, coached against him at Kokomo as an assistant and just watched him. He's just a phenomenal coach, and he's one of those in the state that I've always looked up to. So just to be in the same gym, and us being able to play against them, and I agree with you. I think they could be the eventual state champion, and unfortunately for us, they're in our sectional. So, if we can ever get to that, level where we can compete with that high level of competition, then, we've had a great run.
Sure.
So.
Well, there's a lot to build on, that's for sure, as you get ready for North Judson tonight. Lisa, what do you know, if anything, about the Lady Jays?
That's a great question. Your first game is tough because you're going back to last year. I know they had 3 seniors, I think it was, that graduated that were pretty talented and was like 70% of their scoring. They've got another Shoemaker back, 44, 6'1", looks like just a great athlete on film. Then they've got a little shooter in 12 and who can just knock it down if you give her too much time. Then they have, I hear, just up-and-coming freshman at point guard, 32, Frazier, I think is her name. So she's going to be exciting to see just what she can do tonight. So I feel like it's a great matchup. When you start matching up those kids to our kids, it's going to be a good test for our kids.
So what do you guys have to do tonight to win?
We have to... up and down the floor efficiently. It's not just throwing the ball away, okay? And I've told them I'll live with some turnovers early because it's a whole new system, and I am pushing you to play fast. So, I think I think we as a staff have to do that. But we also have to recognize when we don't have an opportunity to score. And I think then it's settling down and running something, and I think the kids are starting to recognize that.
Okay. Your 5 starters.
5 starters, we've got Morgan Ruff, Macy Brown, going big, Kinsey McKee, Emma Dahlquist, and Kennedy Musselman.
Lisa, thanks for your time. Good luck. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thanks so much, Dave.
Rochester Lady Zebra head coach Lisa Pfluger here on the pregame show. That's going to wrap up the pregame show. It's been brought to you this evening by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. When we come back, we'll have the starters and the tip. Game number 1 of the high school season. Up next, 92.1 WROI. All right, national anthem. Here we come. Just keep playing.
First, starting the non-starters, number 14, Ashley Reardon, number 22, Abby Tim, number 24, Adeline Harper.
Back at Rochester High School, time now for the starting lineups. First for the 2017-2018 North Judson St. Pierre Lady Blue Jays.
Time now for the starting lineups.
At one guard will be a 5'5 junior, Courtney Trusty. At the other guard will be a 5'9 freshman, Lillian Frazier. At one forward will be a 5'9 junior, Macy Reinbold. At the other forward will be a 6'1 junior, Madeline Schumacher. And at the third forward tonight will be a 5'11 junior, Lauren Cox. North Judson coached by Mr. Chris Neubauer. For the Rochester Lady Zebras at one guard will be a 5'7 sophomore, Macy Brown. The other guard, a 5'6 senior, Morgan Ruff. At one forward, a 6' sophomore, Kinsey McKee. The second forward will be a 6'1" senior, Kennedy Musselman. And the third forward will be a 6' senior, Emma Dahlquist, Rochester coach by Miss Lisa Pfluger. I'm looking forward to this. Here's what I'm looking forward to the most. I'm looking forward to see what we've learned from May to now. But here's what I'm also looking forward to. They've got a freshman, Doug North Judson, on the floor by the name of Lillian Frazier. That she just holds herself. You know, I look at our freshmen, and they look like freshmen because of the way they hold themselves. I look at this freshman, and she holds herself like she's been there, done that before.
She looks like she's played this game once or twice before.
Boy.
Yeah, she looks like an upperclassman for sure.
Rochester starting 3 6-footers and 2 guards. It wasn't very long ago, Brad, that we started 5 guards.
You're right. This should be an interesting matchup like you touched on last year. You know, this North Judson team last year won 20 ball games. They only lost 5. One of those 5 losses was to Rochester, so on their home floor. So it'll be interesting. We got the same group of kids coming back this year, and it'll be interesting to see how they've grown physically or with their confidence level.
You know, one of the things Coach Pfluger said in the pregame is we're going to try to get up and down the floor. I can say this because I'm the dad.
Yeah.
We can't get up and down the floor that well with 44 on the floor.
I knew you were going there. Well, it's not so important who gets up and down the floor as long as the ball gets up and down the floor.
Yeah, I guess that's right. But it's really hard to score when it's 5-on-1 or 1-on-5, 2-on-5.
Yeah.
So the Rochester Lady Zebras in their home whites, the North Judson St. Pierre Lady Blue Jays in the road blues. Brad Thomas, I'm David Musselman. First game of the regular season, just moments away. Again, the JV game tonight went to North Judson over Rochester 37-31. A really, really good basketball game. Sloppy? Yeah, I would say sloppy, but that's what we expect for the first game. Claire Bright had 6 points and a plethora of Lady Zebras with 5. So Emma Dahlquist will jump center along with Cox for North Judson. Rochester will go to our left, and obviously the Blue Jays to our right. Here we go. Coach Lease is already coaching from the sideline. We haven't even thrown this one up yet. So here we go. The officials give the green light. There's the whistle. And it's time to play. Ball's up and controlled by North Judson. Fraser takes it all the way to block. Goes to the basket over McKee and fouled immediately 4 seconds into the game. Kinsey McKee is going to pick up foul number 1, and that's going to send the freshman Fraser to the line to shoot 2.
McKee making her first varsity start.
At the line for
So Lillian Fraser, the 5'9 freshman, will go to the line to shoot 2 for the Lady Blue Jays. Again, 4 seconds into the game.
Yeah, no hesitation off the tip. She took it right at the midpoint, drove right to the bucket.
Fraser's free throw, 0 rotation, goes down. Oh, yeah, get used to it. I'm going to say it. One more coming for Fraser. Sets herself, second on the way. Off the back of the rim, no good. And a long rebound comes down to Musselman, who outran North Judson to the corner for the ball. Quickly up the floor is Ruff. Ruff to the right wing, to the corner of Brown. Macy Brown to the basketball, back to Ruff high on the right side. Now brings it to the middle of the floor and resets for Rochester. Works the left wing, gets a pick, goes to the right wing. High on the right side for Rochester. Now to Musselman, top of the key. Dump pass down low to Dahlquist. She puts it on the floor, loses the handle. Ruff's right there to pick it up. Ruff now left elbow, backs it out to Musselman. 3-ball straight away is short. Just barely drills iron, and the rebound to Schumacher.
I told her to shoot the first time.
Yeah, she was listening. I told her not to. Reinbold steps back in the right corner, feeds down low to Cox. Cox travels, good defense down low by Kennedy, and it's going to go back to the Lady Zebras.
Stood with her hands straight up. There wasn't anything that Cox could do except try and throw it back out.
North Judson now will test how well we've handled the ball in the offseason. We step up in a 2-2-1 press. Brown to Ruff. Morgan over the top to Musselman. Kennedy turns, gives back to Ruff high on the right side. Ruff behind the arc in the right wing. Looks to the right corner. Now the elbow, looking to get rid of it. Got to hurry. And does so down low to Dahlquist. Dahlquist, wrap around pass to McKee. Off her shoes and out of bounds.
Well, what this is doing with Musselman out at the top of the key is pulling some of the defense out of the paint, allowing McKee and Dahlquist to work down low.
Rochester in a 2-3 press. And Judson breaks it easily. Outside now to Schumacher. Drives it right hard. Goes to the basket. Travels. No call. There is the call.
Turnover number 2 on North Judson.
6:47 to play in the first quarter. North Judson up 1-0. Rochester basketball going to our left. Macy Brown to the basketball. And now Judson calls off the dogs and will pick her up at the timeline. Maybe in a half-court trap. It is man-to-man defense. Ruff crosses the timeline left. She works against Trusty in the backcourt. Ruff works to the left wing. Looks back door to Brown and then throws it out of bounds. We're going to go back to North Judson. Not a bad look. Not a bad idea. Not a bad look. Good defense by North Judson. Rochester will stay in their full court press. Schumacher will get it in, does show to Frazier. Frazier dribbles near the bench, now middle of the floor. Cox outside of Trusty. Breaks the press easy. Trusty now slows up. Let the rest of the Lady Jays come down the floor. Now in the middle circle. Outside to Frazier. Frazier works against Macy Brown in the backcourt. Swings left wing to Trusty. Trusty gets a pick, drives to the basket. Shot blocked out of bounds by Musselman, and Kennedy's going to be called for a foul. Wow. I thought she got a lot of ball. I couldn't see it. I was blocked.
And the entire Rochester bench still standing. Standing since the beginning of the game.
Geneva Isbell will come into the first opportunity. First free throw on the way is short. And she'll come in for McKee. 6:13 to play first quarter. 1-0 North Judson here at Rochester High School. Yeah, it does make it tough to see over the coaches and players, doesn't it? Second free throw is good this time. 2-0 North Judson. They step up in a 2-2-1 press. Brown gets the inbounds pass from Ruff. Macy back to Morgan in the middle of the floor. Morgan drifts to the left side, now back to Brown. Macy crosses the timeline, over the top to Musselman. Deflected off of Judson, then deflected off of Musselman, out of bounds, and go back to North Judson. 6:04 to play in the first quarter. 2-0 Lady Jays. Frazier now to Trusty. And then the pass is picked off by Ruff. Ruff on the left wing. Left down the baseline to Macy Brown. Her jumper quickly is no good. And we're going to fight down low. We're going to have a foul out of bounds. Is that going to be a Musselman or Frazier? It is going to be on the freshman Frazier. It'll be out of bounds to Rochester baseline right with 5:52 to play in the first quarter. Again, North Judson up 2-0. Brown will look to trigger it in baseline right. Macy looks, studies, gets it into Dahlquist. Emma back to Macy Brown. Her long jumper from the baseline is no good. The weak side rebound comes down to Musselman in the left wing. Musselman in the corner now for North Judson. Pushes her way inside, now gives out to Brown. Brown to the free throw line, now to the right elbow. Feeds down to Dahlquist. Turnaround jumper on the way is on the way, no good. And the rebound to North Judson. Schumacher pushes.
Good look for Dahlquist down low. She just couldn't get it to go.
Schumacher coast to coast. Right-hand layup is good. Yeah, you're right. Dahlquist had a good look at it. I think fell away just a little bit. 4-0 North Judson. Rochester breaks the press. Macy Brown across the timeline to Ruff. Lob pass to Musselman. Oh, Kennedy, free throw line. Jumper is off the iron, no good. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound fall for comes out of there to Judson. Cox ahead to Schumacher. Layup, good. 6-0. North Judson on top.
And right now, North Judson speed beating Rochester down the floor. They just throw it over the top.
Ruff crosses the timeline to Brown, high on the right side to Musselman. Musselman in the paint, down to Isbell, and she is fouled on the pass. It'll be out of bounds to Rochester baseline right. 4:50 to play in the first quarter. 6-0 North Judson. Brad Thomas, I'm David Musselman.
Trusty picks up that foul. Team second.
Brown baseline right. Lob pass into Musselman. Kennedy, three, straight away. In and out, no good. Dahlquist fights to the board and grabs it out to Macy Brown. Macy drives, 15-footer pull-up right. Baseline is good.
Brown breaks the ice for Rochester.
Rochester to full court press. Schumacher across the timeline to Cox. Cox beats Musselman down the floor, goes to the blocks. She throws a shot up of Dahlquist, no good. Kennedy grabs the board, clears the Ruff. Mo pushes, middle of the floor for Rochester, down 6-2. Ruff on the right wing. Out right wing to Musselman. Now brings top of the key. Kennedy holds, outside to Brown. Macy with the basketball, works to the right side. Now to Ruff behind the arc on the right side. Now Kennedy top the key behind the arc. Her lob pass is taken away. Come on. And now to Frazier. Frazier will go coast to coast. Runs into Musselman, and we're going to have a foul on Musselman because she was moving. It's going to be out of bounds, and Kennedy's second. Nope, I beg your pardon. It'll be Macy Brown's first foul. 6-2, Judson, 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. Coming out of the game is Trusty, and in for the first time is Harper for the Lady Jays. Cox gets the inbounds pass, now swings top of the key to Reinbolt, back to Frazier. Frazier, a couple of dribbles to her left. Now in the middle of the floor, out to Schumacher. 3 right wing for the Lady Jays. Is off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound, 4-4. It's loose. Ball still loose. Frazier comes out of there. She'll fire a 3 left baseline. It's good.
Big arch.
32, Frazier.
9-2, North Judson. Ruff breaks the press. Down low to Dahlquist. Her wide open layup is good. Great look. Timeout, Judson. It's a 30. You're listening to Ladies Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
Protect yourself from personal attack on campus, in the home, at the mall, or wherever you are. Blue Dragon Taekwondo in Rochester is offering a self-defense boot camp so that you have the basic skills to protect yourself in an attack. Blue Dragon is the area's leading martial arts facility. Master instructor Dave Colger and his team welcome new participants and those seeking to learn the basic self-defense techniques. Contact Blue Dragon Taekwondo today to learn more about this exciting self-defense boot camp.
And we talked about sloppy as we begin this game. We talked about the JV game being a little sloppy. I would say this is as sloppy.
Yeah, the varsity's showing the same kind of slow start that the JV had.
So Judson, after their timeout with the basketball, going to our right. Rochester slides back in a 2-3 zone. Now a 2-3 half-court trap. Schumacher in the corner to Cox. Cox back to Schumacher, left wing. Back to Frazier now. She'll fire another 3 from the same spot. Good again. Might want to guard 32.
Yep. Right now you can see more of the girls thinking than reacting.
Yeah. 12-4, Judson. Rochester finally crosses the timeline. 1-3-1 zone defense. Backdoor to Isbell. Her jumper off the window is no good. And the rebound to North Judson. Harper with the basketball now to Frazier for the Lady Jays, leading 12-4. Back to Harper, quickly to Schumacher, left wing. Schumacher 5 feet behind the arc to Frazier, wide open 3 again. Left side, good again.
Yep, Dahlquist just late getting over there. Frazier's got 10 in this first quarter.
Rochester will take a timeout. It's a 30, it's a 60. You're listening to Ladies Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
Simplify your banking with a Simply Free checking account from First Federal Savings Bank.
All it takes is a $50 opening deposit. There's no minimum balance requirement and no service fees.
For a limited time, you'll also receive a free gift just for opening a checking account.
And with Instant Issue, we can give you a debit card when you open your account, giving you immediate access to your funds.
Simply Free checking from First Federal Savings Bank, a simpler way to bank.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
Hey everybody, I got exciting news. Country Lanes has a new state-of-the-art scoring system.
Come out, let your kids be mesmerized by the animated backgrounds. Take a safari trip to Jungle Jive or an outer space adventure in Cosmic Crush. Themes like the Kecklers or High Seas will entertain your little ones for hours. Choose extreme sports or click on Ninja Strike for martial arts. This high-spirited atmosphere is way cheaper than Cedar Point. Come out and visit Country Lanes for all your bowling fun.
Thanks the most hard to the freshman Frazier.
I was going to say, she's proven why she's on that starting lineup for the Lady Jays. She's got 10 in this first quarter on 3 3-pointers.
Rough wraparound pass to Brown, high on the right side. Macy drives, gives in the corner to Karina Peterson, who's in the game for the first time for the Lady Zebras. Now to Rough right wing. Morgan drives to the basket, throws up a shot. No good, but she'll go to the line to shoot foul. I thought that English was going to get that thing to spin in.
That's exactly what Morgan needs to do, is be a little more aggressive with the basketball.
24, Harper.
So Ruff at the line to shoot 2 for Rochester, trailing 15-4 with 2:26 to play in the first quarter. Ruff's first one is good. She'll have one more. Ruff an opportunity to cut this lead to 9 with the second one. Second one short, and the rebound to Judson. Frazier now pushes. Right side of the floor. Left side is Schumacher. Schumacher dribbles with the right hand to the right elbow. Down low to Cox. Cox takes Musselman to the basket. Throws up a shot. No good. A lot of contact. No foul. Boy, she's lucky she didn't get called for a second one there. She was seriously leaning on Cox there. Rough on the right wing. The left wing, that is.
The left side.
Down low to Dahlquist. Dahlquist backs her way in against a double team. Jumpers off the glass. No good. Frazier clears the board.
Dahlquist had her defender blocked to the top of the key. Ruff had the wide open drive to the layup if she wanted it. She chose the pass.
Yep. Cox shot over Musselman's good. 17-5. Judson up with 100 seconds to play in the first quarter. Ruff to the left. Elbow now backs it out to the top of the key. Works against a man-to-man defense. Now to Peterson in the left corner. Karina holds against the defense. Now back to Macy Brown. Macy drives. Back out to Peterson.
Judson in a very tight man-to-man right now.
Peterson's going to have to get rid of it. Does just before the 5-second count. Now to Ruff. Ruff against Reinbold in the man-to-man defense. Stands in the center circle. Works the left wing. Now accelerates inside the three-point line. Goes to the basket. Jumper's good and a foul.
Basket's good for Ruff. Fouls on 24 Harper.
Minute 16 to play in the first quarter.
At the line,
Judson leads by 10. Kenzie McKeek, I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying Harper picks up her second foul. Both of her fouls were on Morgan Ruff drives.
Yeah.
Which tells me Morgan needs to keep taking her to the hole.
Ruff with one to try to complete the three-point play. Eyes it, flies it, buys it. 17-8. Trusty will come back into the game for the Lady Jays, and she'll replace Harper. Brad Thomas, I'm David Musselman. 17-8 North Judson. 1:15 to play in the first quarter. Frazier, to Trusty. Trusty crosses the timeline right to the center circle.
And they got Peterson chasing Frazier.
It is a man-to-man defense. Ryan Bolt to Trusty. Trusty's pass knocked away. Ruff right there to tie it up. And it's going to go back to Rochester. Good defense by Ruff, and the Lady Zebras going to get it back. Down by 9 with 58.1 to play in the first quarter.
Possession, Zebras.
Macy Brown will bring it up the floor. Brown will be picked up by Frazier. Now to Ruff. Ruff against Reinbold. Crossover dribble, works the left side to McKee. McKee in the corner to Dahlquist. Dahlquist stands behind the arc, dribbles the left baseline, cut off by the double team. Her pass is knocked out of bounds by Frazier. It'll stay with Rochester right in front of the North Judson bench. 40 seconds to play in the first quarter. Rochester down by 9. Brown will look to trigger it in. Macy to McKee. Layup on the way is good. 30 seconds. Rochester's down by only 7 now. Good look by Brown.
Yep, McKee about found herself too far underneath the basket.
Right. Peterson against Frazier. Gives in the corner to Trusty. Trusty at the left block. Outside to Frazier. Frazier step back three on the way on the baseline is short. Nothing but air. And the rebound offensively to the Judson Blue Jays. Now Trusty for three. In and out. No good. Macy Brown aboard. Macy rips and runs with 10 seconds. Macy on the right side with 8. Stops. Outside to Peterson, throws it away, picked up by Trusty with 4. Trusty will go to the basket. She travels, no call. And now we're going to have a foul down low on the Lady Zebras with 1:2 to play in the first quarter. So it'll be a foul on Morgan Ruff. It'll be out of bounds to North Judson baseline left with 1:2 to play in the first quarter. Judson by 7. Frazier will look to trigger it in. To Cox, wide open 3 on the way at the buzzer, thankfully no good. After 1, Judson leads 17-10. You're listening to Lady Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
Slow download, constant buffering, Wi-Fi dead zone? Let RTC help. The customer support team at RTC Communications is here to help you with your internet connectivity.
Hi, I'm Bonnie, one of the support team members here at RTC. For a small fee, RTC offers a Wi-Fi health check where we will evaluate your in-home Wi-Fi network and assist you with common issues. See what RTC can do for you. Give us a call today.
Back to pass. Looking to the back.
There he is.
Wide open end zone. It's his touchdown. Rochester wins the regional 52-38.
He does get free. Gets down to the corner. Gets the shot away. Hit it.
Support RHS Athletics by becoming a member of the 500 Club. Your contribution of only $5 per month helps keep Zebra Pride alive. For more information, contact RHS Athletic Director Greg Martz or any of our board members. Be proud of your Zebras.
And we got lucky because some of those shots there towards the latter part of the quarter with great looks, it just didn't fall.
First game of the season for both teams, but obviously North Judson settled into their routine a lot faster than the ladies. I'm not sure Rochester's even yet quite settled into a routine here.
Megan Nile in the game for the first time for Rochester. Musselman back in for the Lady Zebras. Judson starts with the basketball, going to our right, up by 7. Frazier against Brown. Left side is Schumacher. Drives it right against McKee. Kicks it out to Tim. Tim now to Frazier. Frazier drives left against Brown. Now pulls it back outside the center. Between the rings. Now stands in the center circle. Left side to Trusty. Trusty travels going to the basket. She had a wide open lane, 2 to go.
The freshman Frazier, if you watch her, everything she does takes her towards the basket. Every dribble, every cut, everything.
Kennedy now will go to the block. Ruff across the timeline for Rochester. 7-point lead for North Judson. 30 seconds gone here in the second quarter. Megan Nile has her pass tipped away, but Brown's right there to bring it up the floor against Frazier. Brown, middle of the floor, now on the right wing. Oh, Mrs. Nile wide open on the block. Now to McKee, now to Nile left baseline. Megan, one dribble to her left, outside to Brown. Macy the basketball against Frazier on the left wing behind the arc. Over the top, pass is tipped away and stolen by Schumacher. Schumacher, left side of the floor. She'll go to the basket. She stops, pops. Shot is good as it bounces around 2 or 3 times to the rim and goes down. Ruff just about had a strip. 19-10. Brown quickly up the floor.
Frazier's really active with the hands.
She is, I agree. She is going to be a handful. She is a handful, but going to be a big one here in the next 2 or 3 years.
Just a freshman.
Yeah. Ruff right side, drives it left at the free throw line. Now backs it back out, gives to Nile. Nile looking over the top to Musselman. Ken Finder and a good defense for Judson. Lob pass down low to McKee. Over her hands, out of bounds. It'll go back to North Judson, up by 9 with 6.5 to play in the first half.
That's the 7th turnover now for Rochester.
19-10. North Judson, and Frazier runs a point for the Lady Jays. Brad Thomas, I'm David Musselman. Frazier walks it through the center circle, crosses the timeline, sets up shot right wing. Nice spin move, goes to the basket. Down low to Trusty, 10-footer off the mark, no good. Cox with the rebound, put back over, Musselman's good. Yuck.
Caught Kennedy flat-footed.
Yep. What happens when you play their hands down. Ruff for the basketball. Left wing now stands behind the arc. Now at the free throw line. Jump pass to McKee. Feeds down low to Musselman. Kennedy gets a double team. Backs away and throws up a shot. No good. We're going to have a foul on North Judson's Cox. Musselman will go to the line to shoot 2. And I tell you what, Kennedy is lucky she did not get a foul on hooking the elbow.
50. Cox. Her first. Team 5th.
So Kennedy will go to the line to shoot 2. It's an 11-point lead right now for North Judson. 21-10. Oh. You know what? She just needs to go over here to the trash can and just puke and get it over with, and so we can get on with this game. Good heavens to Betsy. First free throw barely touches iron. Second one on the way. On the way. That one's way too hard. No good. And the rebound to North Judson. Frazier pushes right side of the floor. Coast to coast. She'll go to the basket. Shot is up and good.
A big arcing shot off the backboard, and he gets it to go.
Jays up by 13 at 23-10. Ruff in the center circle. 5:40 to play in the first half. Ruff between the rings. Left side to Nile. Nile back to Ruff. Top of the key. Works it to the right side. Behind the arc now still for Rochester. Kennedy being double teamed in the post. Out to Macy Brown. Now to Ruff. Looks back door to Nile. Left-handed layup is blocked out of bounds by Schumacher.
That was the right idea. They had Nile wide open on the back door. Ruff was able to get the ball. Good pass across the top. Nile's shot blocked out of bounds. Inbounds to Dahlquist. Her shot long off the bankboard.
Great look by Brown.
Yep.
Dahlquist kind of standing there unguarded. Just got it into Emma, and fortunately, Judson loses it out of bounds on the rebound. Rochester will try it again, baseline left. No look pass to Ruff. Now to Brown. Back to Ruff on the left wing.
Rochester really with no threat from the outside yet in this basketball game.
Ruff right side directs traffic against the man-to-man defense. Nile high on the right side, now to Dahlquist. Dahlquist back to Nile, quickly to Ruff between the rings, 5 to play in the first half. Rochester down by 13. Dahlquist gets away with the travel. Law pass right into the hands of North Judson. Now Frazier has it. 2-on-3. Frazier goes to coast. Her jumper is good off the glass.
She is just smooth.
She is special.
That was left-handed off the glass. She is smooth.
25 to 10. North Judson on top. 4:40 to play in the third. I'm sorry, in the second. I wish it was the third at this point. Dahlquist on the baseline. One dribble back to Ruff. 3, left wing on the way. Good!
And that is what Rochester needed, was something to happen from the outside. Ruff probably should have had a free throw to go along
I
with
agree.
that.
Lead is cut to 12. It's a big 3. Frazier works against Brown. Spin move, takes her to the basket. Jumper on the way, high off the glass, no good. Rebound fall for, going to be tipped out of bounds by Schumacher, and it's going to go back to Rochester. I would be curious to know, I'm anxious to know, interested, how long has Frazier been playing this game? It looks like a long time.
Yeah. This does not look like her first varsity basketball game.
She's playing well beyond her years right now.
Yeah.
25 to 13. Rochester will use a timeout at the 30. You're listening to Ladies Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
Protect yourself from personal attack on campus, in the home, at the mall, or wherever you are. Blue Dragon Taekwondo in Rochester is offering a self-defense boot camp so that you have the basic skills to protect yourself in an attack. Blue Dragon is the area's leading martial arts facility. Master instructor Dave Colger and his team welcome new participants and those seeking to learn the basic self-defense techniques. Contact Blue Dragon Taekwondo today to learn more about this exciting self-defense boot camp.
.406 to play in the first half. North Judson leading 25 to 13, and after Rochester's timeout, they'll have the basketball going to our left. Ruff will get it in right in front of the scores table, does to Macy Brown. Back to Ruff, she crosses the timeline, high on the left side, works against Trusty in the man-to-man defense. Ruff to Brown on the left wing. Looks back door to Dahlquist, now has her in the corner, back to Macy Brown left side. Macy feeds down little Musselman. Kennedy backs her way in. So we have a jumper over the defense. It's good. Rochester cuts the lead to 10 at 25 to 15.
A little hook shot by Kennedy was the right shot to take there as the double team came across the lane and stopped her from making a complete turn.
10 with the basketball. Dribbles, dribble pass. Bounce pass, I should say, to Trusty. Directs traffic to left wing. Nice defense by Macy Brown all over Frazier. Jumper, no good. Frazier's putback, no good. Rebound to Dahlquist. Ruff now with the outlet pass, and she runs right side of the floor. Ruff hesitates, now accelerates, now loses the dribble out of bounds, and it's going to go back to North Judson.
Oh, he's going to stay with Rochester.
Oh, they're going to say last touch by the Jays.
Yeah, he's going to stay.
Karina Peterson coming back into the game, and Megan Nile will have a seat. No, wait a minute.
Did he get overruled? What's going on? Oh. Okay. Off-white going that way.
Oh.
So it's Judson.
Well, he pointed.
I know. He was
in Rochester's favor.
Also in for Judson.
I don't know.
Schumacher comes back in and Tim to sit. I don't either. It's our first one too, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah, yeah. Judson by 10. 3:15 to play in the first half. They've got the basketball going to our right. Frazier crosses the timeline now on a run. Gives it Trusty. Now to Schumacher. 3 left wing. No good. And the rebound to Brown. Macy rips and runs for Rochester. Looks up the floor. Doesn't have a pass. Now to Peterson. Karina, one dribble to her right. Now back to her left. Over the top to Dahlquist. Emma drives the left baseline. Cut off by the defense. Now over the top to Ruff. Morgan on the right side. Now the right wing behind the arc. Looking for some help against the man-to-man defense. Now middle of the floor, left wing to Peterson. Now in the corner to Dahlquist. Emma back to Peterson, left wing, now to Ruff. Ruff swings it quickly right side to Brown. 2.5 to play. Now to Peterson. Her floater on the way is no good, but Cox is going to pick up the foul and really bailed Peterson out there.
Yeah, she was kind of out of control. She come around the baseline there. She didn't really have a shot.
Cox, her second. Team 6.
Cox will pick up her second foul, team 6.
Zebras, 34, Peterson.
So Karina Peterson will go to the line to shoot 2 for Rochester. with 2.5 minutes to play in the first half. Rochester down by 9 after the first one from Peterson, and back into the game is Tim, and Cox will come out. Boy, you're talking about small. Now they're really small.
You're right.
2.5 to play in the first half. One more for Karina Peterson. Second on the way is in and out, and back in. It rolls around 2 or 3 times and flushes. 25-17, 8-point lead for North Judson. They led throughout. Schumacher high on the left side, out in the corner to Frazier. 3 over Dahlquist, off the ceiling, no good. Rebound to Brown. And she is fouled on the outlet pass to Frazier, and that's going to send Macy Brown to the line to shoot 1 in the bonus.
That's Frazier's second, team 7th.
And that's going to bring Harper back into the game for probably Frazier. And she single-handedly is the difference in this game.
Yeah, she's got 14 points in this basketball game. 3 threes in that first quarter from that left corner where she just missed the last three-pointer she put
That was
up.
wide open.
Yeah, it was. Uncharacteristic miss.
Yeah. Yeah, fortunately. Macy Brown, 1 in the bonus. First one for the sophomore is good. She'll have 1 more. Rochester with an opportunity to cut this lead to 6 with a freebie here by Macy Brown. Brown second on the way. And it's good again, nothing but the bottom of the net. Rochester hanging around, down by 6 with 2:10 to play in the first half. Rochester in a 2-3 zone.
Slowly but surely starting to look a little more comfortable.
Tim has her pass tipped away, picked up by Peterson. Now hands off to Ruff. Rochester runs down by 6. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Ruff through the center circle. Works high on the right wing for Rochester. Ruff looking down low. Has top of the key to Brown. Macy with the basketball against the man-to-man defense. Back to Ruff high on the right side. Mo, 1 dribble to her left. Wrap around pass down low. It's going to go out of bounds and go back to North Judson. 1:46 to play in the first half. North Judson by 6. And they've got the basketball going to our right. 25-19, Lady Jays. Quickly, Trusty to Tim. Tim back to Trusty in the right corner, feeds down low to Schumacher, has her pass knocked out of bounds by Karina Peterson. Nice hand, not quick hands by Peterson to knock it out of bounds. It'll stay with Judson baseline right. We're going to have somebody trigger this in, right? Okay. I thought maybe the game had changed. Ryan Bolt will look to get it in. Baseline right, looking to get it in, looking. Over the top of the defense to Tim near the Rochester side of the volleyball line. Now to Harper. Crosses the timeline to Trusty. Right side to Tim. Tim, 1 dribble to her left. Now to Trusty in the right corner. Trusty against Peterson. 1 dribble to her left. Outside to Tim. Quickly left side to Harper. Harper behind the arc in the left wing. Now in the corner to Schumacher. Schumacher dribbles around the defense. In the paint. Jumper over Dahlquist on the way. Off the back of the rim. No good. Peterson with the rebound. Clears to Ruff. 1:08 to play in the first half. Rochester down by 6. Ruff high on the right side for the Lady Zebras. Now to Peterson. Quickly left side to Macy Brown in the corner to Dahlquist. Dahlquist down low to Musselman. Kennedy kicks it out. Wide open. Mo. Right wing 3 is good. And the rebound full forward going to be tipped out of bounds by North Judson. Will stay with Rochester baseline left.
That would have been a big 3 by Ruff and it gone. Right now, Judson's a little bit scattered.
Yeah, I agree. Well, 2 of their starters on the bench. Frazier being one of them.
And that makes a big deal.
Macy Brown's got to hurry and get it in. Over the top to Peterson. 50 seconds to play in the first half. Rochester down by 6. Brown, jumper from the left elbow off the glass, no good. And the rebound to Judson. Yep, Kennedy just got away with a foul for over the back, about 1.5 feet. Now to Schumacher. Schumacher in the paint. Kicks it outside to Tim. Tim travels, no call. Now to Schumacher. Left elbow 3, jumper on the way, no good. Macy Brown to the rebound with 30 seconds. Brown has it taken away. We're going to have a tie-up. Woo! Fortunately for North Judson, for Rochester, we're going to have a tie-up.
Yeah.
Whoa, baby.
That was either going to be a steal or a travel.
25 seconds to play in the first half. Rochester down by 6, and they've got the basketball going to our left. Peterson high on the left side against Tim, and she has it stolen. Quickly to Trusty with 17. Trusty, left elbow, travels. Boy, Judson's having a hard time finding their identity without Cox and Frazier on the floor.
Yeah, without, Frazier does, besides all the scoring, she's their ball handler, and without her out there, they really struggle to get the ball up the floor.
Rochester crosses the timeline with 6. Ruff has it with 5. Right wing with 3. Out to Musselman with 2. Don Loader Dahlquist. Dahlquist at the buzzer. Jumper off the glass is no good. At halftime, North Judson leading 25-19. You're listening to Ladies Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
Simplify your banking with a Simply Free checking account from First Federal Savings Bank.
All it takes is a $50 opening deposit. There's no minimum balance requirement and no service fees.
For a limited time, you'll also receive a free gift just for opening a checking account.
And with Instant Issue, we can give you a debit card when you open your account, giving you immediate access to your funds.
Simply Free checking from First Federal Savings Bank, a simpler way to bank.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
Hey everybody, I got exciting news. Country Lanes has a new state-of-the-art scoring system.
Come out, let your kids be mesmerized by the animated backgrounds. Take a safari trip to Jungle Jive or an outer space adventure in Cosmic Crush. Themes like the Kecklers or High Seas will entertain your little ones for hours. Choose extreme sports or click on Ninja Strike for martial arts. This high-spirited atmosphere is way cheaper than Cedar Point. Come out and visit Country Lanes for all your bowling fun.
Slow download, constant buffering, Wi-Fi dead zone? Let RTC help. The customer support team at RTC Communications is here to help you with your internet connectivity.
Hi, I'm Bonnie, one of the support team members here at RTC. For a small fee, RTC offers a Wi-Fi health check where we will evaluate your in-home Wi-Fi network and assist you with common issues. See what RTC can do for you. Give us a call today.
Back to pass, looking to the back. There he is! Wide open end zone is Hisler, touchdown! Rochester wins the regional 52-38.
He does get free, gets down to the corner, gets the shot away. Hit it!
Support RHS Athletics by becoming a member of the 500 Club. Your contribution of only $5 per month helps keep Zebra Pride alive. For more information, contact RHS Athletic Director Greg Martz or any of our board members. Be proud of your Zebras.
Protect yourself from personal attack on campus, in the home, at the mall, or wherever you are. Blue Dragon Taekwondo in Rochester is offering a self-defense boot camp so that you have the basic skills to protect yourself in an attack. Blue Dragon is the area's leading martial arts facility. Master instructor Dave Colger and his team welcome new participants and those seeking to learn the basic self-defense techniques. Contact Blue Dragon Taekwondo today to learn more about this exciting self-defense boot camp.
A lot to talk about.
Here we go, going to the third quarter with one team on the floor and one team not on the floor. Well, now Rochester finally coming out of the locker room with 35 seconds before we go to the third quarter. So Judson will send back Cox and Frazier, along with Trusty, Schumacher, and Reinbold, the original starters for the Lady Jays. And I'm to assume Rochester will send back their original five with Musselman, Dahlquist, McKee, Ruff, and Brown. Brad Thomas, I'm David Musselman. We'll go to the third. A couple of scores to pass along to you. Thank you, Val. Argus after 3 leads Caston 33-30. And at halftime, Culver Academy leads Culver Community 25-9. Don't forget our next broadcast will be on Saturday night as the Lady Zebras will travel to the western part of Pulaski County and battle the West Central Lady Trojans. They're playing tonight as well. They have Rensselaer.
Ah, that'll be a good one.
So Judson will start with the basketball here in the second half. Ball goes into Schumacher. Schumacher, one dribble. Now to Reinbold, holds off to Frazier. Rochester in a 2-3 zone. Frazier, now to Trusty, swings left side to Schumacher. One dribble to her right, a wraparound pass. Back to Trusty. Rochester again to that 2-3 zone, now to Frazier. Judson starting the third quarter, leading by 6. Reinbold, one dribble. Over the top, intercepted by Dahlquist, and now Musselman has it. She gives off to Ruff. Morgan runs. Down low to McKee. McKee left-handed layup on the back of the backboard. No good. Rebound full forward. We're going to have a tie-up, and it's going to stay with Rochester. Baseline left. Macy Brown will trigger it in. Nice look.
Yeah, it was. Again, McKee just found herself too far under the basket.
Brown to Musselman. Leaner off the window. In and out and back in. 25-21. Rochester's cut the lead to 4. 40 seconds gone in the third quarter. Trusty left side to Schumacher. Schumacher left wing for the Lady Jays. Gives in the corner to Frazier. Hey, we covered that one up this time. Left wide open Reinbold. No good. A rebound to Musselman. Hands off to Ruff. Morgan runs to our right. A minute gone in the third quarter. Rochester down by 4. Ruff hesitates. Now goes to the right elbow. Cut off by the defense. Out to Musselman right wing. She'll dribble left side. Gives it to Dahlquist on the left baseline. Now hands off to Brown left wing. Macy in the paint. Has her pass stolen away and taken away by Frazier. Frazier right side of the floor will go coast to coast. Runs over Ruff. Jumper's good. No call. A lot of contact. And Rochester's deficit back to 6 at 27-21. Rochester the basketball. Ruff crosses through the center circle, right in the middle of the floor. Works left side against Trusty. Here comes a run and jump defense. Gets a pick from Musselman. Works to the right wing. Goes to the basket. Layup on the way is good.
And again, Ruff taking the ball towards the basket, finding the crease in the defense, getting it off the glass.
27-23 North Judson. 6:15 to play. Schumacher for 3. Nope. McKee with the rebound. Hands off to Ruff. Ruff across the timeline to Musselman on the right wing. Oh, Kennedy travels. Come on. This is not barnyard ball, for crying out loud. We are a senior and we do that. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. .6:05 to play in the third quarter. Judson by 4. Wide stinking open. Schumacher for 3 is good this time. Ruff on the run. Rochester now down by 7. Gets a pick from Musselman. Works to the right wing. Behind the arc. Picks up her dribble. Oh, to Dahlquist. Lob pass to Musselman. Musselman backs her way in. Throws up a tough shot off the glass, and it goes. 30-25. Still doesn't make up for the travel. Trusty, left side of Schumacher. Thought about a 3. Good recovery. Oh, to Frazier. She'll fire a 3 over the defense. No good. And the rebound to Schumacher. Back to Frazier, left wing. Down low to Cox. Kicks it out to Schumacher. Fakes a 3. Carries the basketball. No call. Jump over Musselman in the paint. No good. Kennedy with the rebound. Hands off to Ruff. Morgan runs. Rochester down by 5 to Macy Brown, left wing, as she travels. .30-25, North Judson, 5:10 to play in the third quarter. Lady Jays with the basketball. Rochester in a 2-3 zone. Brad Thomas, I'm David Musselman. Trusty to Schumacher. Look out for Frazier. Splits the defense to Reinbold. 3 for Frazier. Left baseline. In and out, no good. Schumacher, weak side rebound. The putback on the way is no good. And the rebound's going to be tipped out of bounds by Cox. So it'll go back to Rochester. Wow.
Yeah, the Lady Jays have got Schumacher in there now from the top of the elbow shooting that three. And when she gets the ball out there, Rochester has to come out. Usually Dahlquist that leaves Frazier wide open in the corner. She's just not been able to connect on the last couple attempts.
And that's the only reason she's missed. It's not because of our pressure.
She's wide open.
Brown around the defense. North Judson. Downloaded. Dahlquist. Her jumper off the glass is good. I was going to say North Judson in the man-to-man defense. And now the Lady Jays will take a timeout. It's a 60. You're listening to Ladies Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
Protect yourself from personal attack on campus, in the home, at the mall, or wherever you are. Blue Dragon Taekwondo in Rochester is offering a self-defense boot camp so that you have the basic skills to protect yourself in an attack. Blue Dragon is the area's leading martial arts facility. Master instructor Dave Colger and his team welcome new participants and those seeking to learn the basic self-defense techniques. Contact Blue Dragon Taekwondo today to learn more about this exciting self-defense boot camp.
Another timeout, and Rochester now will fall back in a 1-3-1 zone. Still going to have to figure out where 32 is. Trusty quickly to Schumacher. Bounce pass to Trusty, out of legs, out of bounds, and back to Rochester.
Well, 1-3-1 is going to put Dahlquist up on the top of the point on the defense, allow Macy Brown to chase Frazier down in the corner.
Man, she is going to be something special. I'd like to see this would be the only year I see her, but I've got a freshman. I'm going to see her all the way through. Musselman drives left side, kicks it out to Ruff. Morgan with the basketball against Trusty. Works with her left hand. Down low to Musselman. The pass is going to be kicked away by Trusty. It'll stay out of bounds. Baseline left to the Lady Zebras. Brown baseline left. Looks to get it in. Still looking. Bounce pass into Ruff in the corner. Morgan with pretty good defense against Trusty. Now backs it out to the center circle and resets for Rochester. Lady Zebras down by 3 with 3:50 to play in the third. Ruff works to the right baseline. Now backs it out to the wing. Now to Macy Brown, who retrieves the pass in the center circle. Law pass over the head of Musselman, picked up by North Judson. Schumacher now ahead to Frazier. Frazier pushes, left side to Trusty. Trusty out to Schumacher. 3 left baseline is good.
Yeah,
and now the lead is back to 6.
I would say it was Frazier in the first quarter. Now it's Schumacher in the third.
33-27. Judson back up by 6. Ruff walks it across the timeline against Trusty. Man-to-man defense. Takes to the left side. Crossover dribble. Now in the paint. Spin move down low. Cut off by the defense. Out to Brown. 3. Left baseline is short. And now Musselman's going to pick up the foul. Come on. You can't lean on her and go over her back. That's fortunate. She's only got 2. She should have about 10.
44, Kennedy Musselman, her second.
Back into the game is Harper, and coming out of the game is Trusty.
Well, Lady Z's had it down to within 3 until that Schumacher, or that 3 by Schumacher.
3:07 to play in the third quarter. Judson by 6. Frazier, left baseline, out to Cox, back to Frazier. Stands behind the arc and left wing, dribbles around the defense, kicks it out to Schumacher, dribbles it right hard in the paint, jumps top in the paint outside to Frazier, now top of the key to Ryan Bolton. Now to Harper in the right wing. Back to Ryan Bolt. Swings left side to Schumacher. Missed Frazier wide open in the left corner. Back to Ryan Bolt in the right wing. Over the top to Frazier. 3. No good. No shot, I should say. Back to Cox. Kicks it out to Harper. She'll take the 15-footer. No good. Rebound fall for. And Ruff comes out of there with it. Morgan runs for the Lady Zebras down by 6. Morgan on the right side hesitates, accelerates, goes to the basket, throws up a shot, it's good!
It's about the 4th time we've seen Morgan make that little slip drive past the defense and a little scoop shot up off the glass.
Rochester cuts the lead to 4. Schumacher left side in the lane to Reinbold. She travels, no call. Musselman gets a partial block, picked up by Ruff. Morgan runs down the floor to Musselman. She travels again. 2:10 to play in the third quarter.
Substitution for Rochester.
Karina Peterson coming back in, and coming out is McKee.
Ruff now has 11 for the Lady Zebras.
33-29, North Judson on top with 2:10 to play in the third quarter. Judson with the basketball after the turnover. Harper, Schumacher, left baseline to Frazier. Bounce pass to Cox. Cox goes to the basket, fakes twice, and she's going to have a stroke away by Peterson. Picked up by Ruff. Nice help by Karina Peterson. Ruff runs. Mo, right side of the floor. Now behind the arc in the right wing. Now hesitates, goes to the baseline. Wraparound passes to Peterson, and she cannot save it from going out of bounds. It's going to go back to Judson. 100 seconds to play in the third quarter. Rochester down by 4 at 33-29. Schumacher three, left wing off the back of the rim, no good. Mo another rebound. Morgan rips and runs for Rochester. Middle of the floor for the Lady Zebras. Gets a pick from Musselman, works high on the right side, right in front of the Rochester bench, down to Macy Brown in the right corner, back to Ruff. Mo holds. Looks down low to Dahlquist, passes up the pass, now dribbles top of the key to Musselman, top of the key. Three on the way, top of the key.
Follow your shot.
No good. Too hard off the back of the iron. Judson coming the other way. Frazier for three, top of the key. Oh boy, no good. Push off, no call by Schumacher, and now we're going to have a foul before this shot on Rochester. Oh, they got away with one. Schumacher pushed Macy Brown right in the back to get that rebound, and it's going to be a foul now on Macy Brown the other way.
That'll be her second.
Her second. Team second. And the lineup for...
1:01 to play in the third quarter. Judson up 33-29. Frazier to Schumacher, wide open three, short. Rebound to Musselman.
Frazier's really gone cold for the Lady Jays here in this third quarter.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
She's had some wide open looks.
Yeah.
Ruff high on the left side.
She's missed enough shots, she's already starting to think about it now.
And a fight between Schumacher and Ruff. Schumacher knocked it out of bounds. It should go to Rochester. And it will, right in front of the Rochester bench.
Number 10, Weathers.
Macy Brown will trigger it in. Sierra Weathers comes into the game for the first time for Rochester. And Karina Peterson sits down. Brown looks to get it in, does so to Ruff. 42 seconds to play in the third, Rochester down by 4. Ruff across the timeline, works against Harper in the man-to-man defense. Gets a pick from Musselman, works to the right wing, in the corner to Brown. Quick three, right baseline is no good. Rebound far forward, Dahlquist comes out of it with it. Her putback on the way is good! And the lead is cut to 2 with 22. 33-31 North Judson. I think the Jays will look for the final shot of the period. Schumacher around the defense, works to the right elbow, wrap around pass to Harper behind the arc, back to Schumacher with 10. Schumacher drives, kicks it out to Harper with 7. Harper holds with 5. Long pass to Cox, after Frazier with 3. Frazier drives with 2, throws him a shot, no good, but she's going to be bailed out. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. I believe Macy Brown going to be called on that foul. Nope, Dahlquist.
54, Dahlquist, her first. Team
1.4 to play in the third.
For Judson.
Judson by 2, and the freshman Frazier at the line to shoot 2 for the Lady Jays. First one on the way, off the back of the rim and in. 3-point lead now for Judson with 1.4 to play in the third. Frazier with one more for the Lady Jays, looking to push this lead back to 4. Second on the way for the freshman, no good. Musselman with the rebound and gives it Dahlquist, and that'll do it for the third quarter. After 3, North Judson leading 34-31. You're listening to Lady Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
Simplify your banking with a Simply Free checking account from First Federal Savings Bank.
All it takes is a $50 opening deposit. There's no minimum balance requirement and no service fees.
For a limited time, you'll also receive a free gift just for opening a checking account.
And with Instant Issue, we can give you a debit card when you open your account, giving you immediate access to your funds.
Simply Free checking from First Federal Savings Bank, a simpler way to bank.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
Going to the fourth quarter, North Judson leading 34-31. They've held the lead throughout. It was 1-0 at one point. It was 2-0 at one point. Then Judson kind of started to open things up, but Rochester cut it to 2 right before the end of the third quarter, and Frazier pushed it back to 3 with a couple of freebies.
I think at one time in the first quarter it was like 15-4.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So, Rochester's done a pretty good job here since halftime of getting this game close. It hasn't been any closer than 3. So
Judson will start with the basketball going to our left. And Frazier will walk it across the timeline. Brad Thomas, I'm David Musselman.
Frazier has 17 points for the freshman in this basketball
14
game.
in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Now we're going to have a foul on Rochester. And Sierra Weathers is going to pick up a foul. Fortunately, Judson stopped hitting baskets in the third quarter. Wide open baskets, I might add.
Yeah, you're right.
Schumacher drives it right hard, kicks it out to Trusty. She'll fire a 3 right wing short, and the rebound fall for. Ball loose on the floor. We're going to have a tie-up. Rochester going to get it back.
Ball possession, Zebra.
Boy.
So Dahlquist and Brown wrestling for the loose ball on the floor.
Here's what I like tonight. I like Macy Brown's effort. I like Moe's effort. I like Dahlquist's effort. We're playing, those three are having a really good game. And it's fortunate that they are, because that's why we're only down by 3. Musselman faked a 3, dribbles in, takes it out to Ruff. Morgan around the defense, kicks it out to Macy Brown. 3-ball right wing, short, and the rebound to Judson.
I thought Morgan passed up an open 3 when she had to look.
Frazier goes coast to coast, cut off by the defense. Good defense by Weathers. Outside of Reinbold, 15-footer off the back of the rim, no good, but Weathers grabs the board, outlets to Ruff. Mo runs to our right, Rochester down to by 3. Oh, Musselman for the tie, top of the key. Just stop shooting it. Rebound tipped around, and the loose ball is saved from going out of bounds by Macy Brown, but Dahlquist couldn't save it from going out of bounds. Just stop shooting it. My good God. Under 7 to play in the game. Rochester down by 3. Trusty outside against the 1-3-1 zone of the Lady Zebras. Now Frazier. Frazier over Macy Brown. 3. Nope. Ruff, another board. Mo rips and runs for Rochester, down by 3. Right wing. She'll go coast to coast. And ridden all the way down by Trusty. No call. And then Trusty's going to get a blocking foul of bounds. Oh, she was pushed out of bounds by Trusty.
We're going to say she stepped on the line, out of bounds, Rochester.
That's awful. She hipped her out of bounds and no call right in front of the official. That is awful. Back into the game is Bell. 6.5 to play in the game. Rochester down by 3. Schumacher, left wing, dribbles to the top of the key. Works against Isbell. Perry, no call. Wiener on the way off the window is no good. Musselman on the rebound. Now we're going to have a foul down low. Is that going to be on Cox? That's Judson's first team foul of the half.
Fouls on Blue Jays. 20.
They're going to call Trusty on the foul. That'll be her second, team first.
Rochester the basketball, still down by 3.
It's been a sloppy, ugly kind of ball game, but Rochester's still in it.
Isbell in the corner. Back to Ruff, high on the left side. Mo, a couple of dribbles to her right, goes to her left, goes to the basket, dump pass to Dahlquist. Layup is good! Rochester within 1. Under 6 to play in the game. Frazier to Trusty, to Schumacher. In the lane to Reinbold. Baseline to Cox, out to Frazier for 3. Is in and out, no good. And we're going to have a foul down low. Is that going to be on Rochester?
Yep, I'm thinking they're going to catch Morgan. Ruff.
For a little push?
Yep.
So it'll be out of bounds to Judson, baseline left. Rochester got that rebound too.
That's Ruff's second.
And now the Lady Zebras will take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Rochester Basketball, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
Hey everybody, I got exciting news. Country Lanes has a new state-of-the-art scoring system.
Come out, let your kids be mesmerized by the animated backgrounds. Take a safari trip to Jungle Jive or an outer space adventure in Cosmic Crush. Themes like the Kecklers or High Seas will entertain your little ones for hours. Choose extreme sports or click on Ninja Strike for martial arts. This high-spirited atmosphere is way cheaper than Cedar Point. Come out and visit Country Lanes for all your bowling fun.
5:46 to play in the game. Judson by 1. They've got the basketball after the Rochester timeout. Baseline left. Over the top. Reinbold straightaway 3 is off the mark. No good. Macy Brown lets the long rebound go out of bounds, and it'll go back to Rochester. Down by 1. Looking for their first lead of the game with this trip. Ruff will bring it up the floor. Man-to-man defense. Drifts to the left side. Still behind the arc. Fakes a pass. Long 3 for the lead. On the back of the iron. No good. And the rebound to North Judson. Schumacher rips and runs for the ladies' Jays. Schumacher, right side, hesitates. Now in the paint. Goes to the basket. And we're going to have a foul coming on Musselman. And that's going to send Schumacher to the line to shoot 2.
I thought Morgan obviously pulled that ball out way too far for that 3, but I thought she picked her dribble up too soon too. It looked to me like she was looking for a pick that never came.
Schumacher's first one is good. Judson back to 2. 5:19 to play in the game. One more for Schumacher. Looking to push this lead back to 3. Second on the way is in and out and back in. 36-33. Judson back by 3. Rochester basketball. Ruff through the center circle, picked up by Trusty, the volleyball line. Takes her right elbow in the corner to Brown. Down low to Musselman, throws it away, into the hands of Schumacher. 3-on-2 break. Schumacher is going to be fouled before the shot by Ruff. And that's going to send Schumacher back to the line to shoot 2.
That'll be Morgan's third. Turnovers have been the biggest key here for Rochester in this basketball game. They've got 20. And they're only down 3.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Schumacher the line for 2. Just went 2-2 in the last trips. First one as good as it rattles in. Judson back to 4. One more coming for the junior, Schumacher. Second on the way is good again. 5-point lead for Judson with 5:03 to play in the game. Rochester, the basketball going to our right.
Schumacher now with 16.
And she's missed some wide open threes too,
yeah, she has.
Thankfully. Isbell left wing in the corner to Dahlquist. Dahlquist has her pass tipped away and stolen by North Judson. Now Frazier has it. Frazier pushes down the floor, right side of the floor, in the paint. Goes to basket, the open undershot, no good. And the rebound to North Judson. Back to Frazier. 3, left wing, full away on the way is no good. Musselman has a basketball knocked out of bounds by North Judson. Will go back to Lady Zebras. 4:37 to play in the basketball game. Judson by 5.
North Judson's shooting percentage has plummeted since the first quarter.
Thankfully. Musselman swings left side to Isbell. Now to Ruff. Ruff works to the right wing. Picks up her dribble back to Isbell. Swings in the corner to Brown. Macy around the defense to Isbell. Quickly to Ruff on the right wing. Ruff looking to the block. Outside to Isbell. Back to Ruff. Ruff back to Isbell, top of the key. Swings left side to Brown. And now we're going to foul in Frazier. That'll be 3. 4:04 to play in the game. Judson up 38-33. And that's only their second team foul.
Yeah.
Brown to get it in. Macy studies. Gonna have to hurry. Gets it into Ruff near the North Judson volleyball line. Mo will walk it through the center circle. Now drifts to her left. She gets a double pick top of the key. Fakes going right, comes back to left, hesitates. Outside to Musselman. Kennedy looked at the 3, thankfully passed it up, gives off to Ruff now. Ruff around the defense and has her pass ball stripped away. And now we're going to have a reach and foul on Macy Brown.
Brown picks up her third.
3:45 to play in the game. 5-point lead for Judson, and they'll go to the line for one of the bonus.
At the line, shooting one of the bonus, number 50, Cox.
Cox's first trip to the free throw line.
Lauren Cox, a 5'11 junior, eyes the first one. The lefty is shot free throw, no good. Isbell with the rebound, outlets to Mo. Rochester down by 5. Quickly to head to Dahlquist. Dahlquist backs her way in, throws up a tough shot, and it's no good. Judson with the rebound. Schumacher rips and runs.
Rochester's only points in this quarter has been a little bank shot by Dahlquist.
Yep. Schumacher gets a pass back from Cox, high on the right side of Frazier. 3:25 to play in the game. Judson by 5, and they just hold. Isbell comes out and applies pressure to Frazier. Now near the timeline, drifts to the center circle for Judson. Reverses her direction, goes to the right, now back to the left. Now to Trusty. And the pass is stripped away and stolen by Ruff. Make that Brown. Macy runs middle of the floor for Rochester. Macy feeds to Musselman. Kennedy kicks it out to wide open Mo.
Shoot it.
Down low to Musselman. Against the double team. Puts it on the rack. She travels. Putting it on the floor. All she had to do was pivot and go. She didn't need to put that in the floor. She had three people guarding her, and she puts it on the floor.
Yeah. Well, Coach Pfluger was looking to, she thought there was a foul, but didn't get the call.
2:50 to play in the game. Judson by 5. Frazier across the timeline. A step inside, stands in the center circle and works against Isbell. Around the defense, has a pass picked off by Ruff. Rochester down by 5. Ruff, coast to coast. Left-handed layup is no good. A lot of contact, no foul. And now we're going to have a Judson timeout. It will be It'll be a 30. You're listening to Ladies Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
Slow download, constant buffering, Wi-Fi dead zone? Let RTC help. The customer support team at RTC Communications is here to help you with your internet connectivity.
Hi, I'm Bonnie, one of the support team members here at RTC. For a small fee, RTC offers a Wi-Fi health check where we will evaluate your in-home Wi-Fi network and assist you with common issues. See what RTC can do for you. Give us a call today.
Back at Rochester High School, 2.5 minutes to play in the game. North Judson leading 38-33, and after their timeout, they've got the basketball going to our left. Final tonight, Culver Academy defeats Culver 47-30. We've got Culver this month, Culver Community. I'm not sure we have Culver Academy at all.
I don't think so either. Rochester still in that 1-3-1 defense.
The double team in the corner. Here comes a trap, and Judson dribbles out of it. Schumacher now gives to Frazier with 2:10 to play in the game. Up by 5 are the Judson Blue Jays. Frazier bounce pass to Trusty against the double team. Outside to Schumacher. She'll take the 18-footer, no good off the back of the rim, and the rebound fought for, and Judson comes out of it with it.
Need to keep the pressure out on the front to force them to shoot the ball.
Frazier on the right side against the trap. She's got to get rid of it, does so to Reinbold. Quickly to Schumacher. Minute 40 to play. Trusty with a jumper from 10 feet, no good. And Musselman with the rebound. Gives to Ruff. Rochester going to do something on this trip, something. Macy Brown back to Ruff. 90 seconds to play in the game, down by 5 with the Lady Zebras. Ruff backs it out. Down the center circle. Gets a pick from Musselman, works to the right. Fakes a 3, down low to Musselman. Kennedy backs away, in, throws up a shot. Good and a foul. About freaking time. Now Kennedy will go to the line to try the three-point play the old-fashioned way.
Fouls on 50, Cox, her third.
Cox picks up her third for Judson.
At the line, shooting one for the Zebras, 44, Musselman.
Musselman with the opportunity to cut this lead to 2. The senior eyes it, flies it. What are we doing? It barely touches rim. What in the world? 3-point lead for Judson.
They got to get the pressure out on the football, on the basketball.
Judson's in a still in the bonus, one and the bonus, not the double bonus yet. Reinbold with a minute to play. Rochester down by 3. Schumacher jump stops, travels, no call, layup, no good. Rebound, fall forward. We're going to have a reach and foul on Rochester.
Yep.
Macy Brown's going to pick up a foul.
Brown picks up her 4th.
That's going to send Frazier to the line to shoot one of the bonus. 55 seconds to play in the game. Judson by 3 at 38-35.
Frazier's only got 3 points in the second half.
Frazier's free throw is good. That's a big one. Now Rochester needs the ball obviously twice. One more coming for the freshman. Frazier, second on the way. Looking to push this back to 5, and she does so. 55 seconds to play in the game. Judson up 40-35. No pressure in the backcourt for Judson. Rochester down by 5. Mo's got to run it across the timeline, and now Rochester will take a timeout. It's a 60. You're listening to Ladies Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4. Back to pass, looking to the back. There he is! Wide open end zone is Hisler, touchdown! Rochester wins the regional 52-38.
He does get free, gets down to the corner, gets the shot away.
Support RHS Athletics by becoming a member of the 500 Club. Your contribution of only $5 per month helps keep Zebra Pride alive. For more information, contact RHS Athletic Director Greg Martz or any of our board members. Be proud of your Zebras.
Protect yourself from personal attack on campus, in the home, at the mall, or wherever you are. Blue Dragon Taekwondo in Rochester is offering a self-defense boot camp so that you have the basic skills to protect yourself in an attack. Blue Dragon is the area's leading martial arts facility. Master instructor Dave Colger and his team welcome new participants and those seeking to learn the basic self-defense techniques. Contact Blue Dragon Taekwondo today to learn more about this exciting self-defense boot camp.
Play in the game. North Judson leading as they have the entire night, 40-35. Rochester will have the basketball right in front of the scorer's table going to our right. Brown, Ruff, Isbell, Dahlquist, and Musselman on the floor for the Lady Zebras.
Ruff has hit the only 3 for Rochester in this basketball game.
Ruff across the timeline to Brown. 45 seconds. Macy back to Ruff with 30. I'll make that with 43. 3 on the way is no good. Dahlquist grabs the board. Emma loses the handle. Picked up by Judson. Rochester's now going to have to foul.
Yeah, Frazier just took it right away from her.
30 seconds. Rochester down by 5. Reinbold. Pass to Schumacher with 25. To Reinbold. We got a foul.
That's what Coach Pfluger's screaming too. We got a foul.
Down to 18 seconds, and now we finally have a foul as Morgan Ruff is going to pick up the foul, and that's going to send Schumacher to the line to shoot 2 freebies with 17.7 to play in the game. North Judson up by 5.
4th foul on Ruff.
And now Rochester will take another timeout.
Timeout, Zebra, 60 seconds.
It'll be a 60, but we'll take a 30. You're listening to Lady Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
Simplify your banking with a Simply Free checking account from First Federal Savings Bank.
All it takes is a $50 opening deposit. There's no minimum balance requirement and no service fees.
For a limited time, you'll also receive a free gift just for opening a checking account.
And with Instant Issue, we can give you a debit card when you open your account, giving you immediate access to your funds.
Simply Free checking from First Federal Savings Bank, a simpler way to bank.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
Slow download, constant buffering, Wi-Fi dead zone? Let RTC help. The customer support team at RTC Communications is here to help you with your internet connectivity.
Hi, I'm Bonnie, one of the support team members here at RTC. For a small fee, RTC offers a Wi-Fi health check where we will evaluate your in-home Wi-Fi network and assist you with common issues. See what RTC can do for you. Give us a call today.
But Schumacher, after the timeout, will have 2 freebies.
44, Schumacher.
Almost could ice this one with 2 of them to push this game to 7. First one, no good. Once again, Judson leaving the door open for us. They really could have slammed that thing closed about midway through the 3rd.
Well, like I said, they've missed a lot of wide open shots in this 3rd and 4th quarter.
No good.
They've missed both of them.
Ruff runs, 14 seconds. We're down by 5. We got to shoot, girls.
Get it up.
10. Brown for 3. Left wing on the way. No good. With 5. Judson with the rebound with 4, and that'll do it. Rochester going to open their season at home with a loss to a pretty good North Judson team. 40-35 post-game show coming up next, 92.1 WROI.